I'm not sure what gave me this idea, but here we are. In this video, I decided that I wanted to try to crochet a cardigan in only 24 hours. First, it was going to be 24 hours like in a full day from 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. the next following day. Then I decided that I was still going to continue to use a stopwatch to see how long of actual crocheting it would take me, and that's kind of how the challenge became. But just like any video, there's always going to be some kind of flaw or something that comes up. So first, let's take it back to when I first tried to start this challenge at my first attempt.
So here we are. I did not think this day was going to come so soon, but we're finally going to be making my angel dust cardigan. Here, lovely angel dust is, in case you didn't know what he looked like. And actually in the picture, he has more pink than the white color, so I don't know how this is gonna work.
Me again, I thought I would pop in since I never really said who Angel Dust is. Angel Dust is a character in a TV show called Hazbin Hotel, and he was a character that grew on me very quickly in the show and became my favorite character, honestly. But do not let this animation fool you. This is not a TV show for kids because of a lot of the content that goes on in the show, but I personally really like it. I'm not gonna make it the whole point of this video, but this is what the cardigan is based from.
I have 2 skeins of the pink. This is the Big Twist Value yarn in the shade Light Rose. This is all I have, and this is not a full skein. I was using this last year for a Valentine's Day project, or maybe it was this year. It was either this year or last year for a Valentine's Day project. So this is all I have of it, and I don't want to have to buy more of it, so hopefully it will last. And then I have 2 of the ivory shade, also from Big Twist as well. I thought I was going to use more white than pink, but now looking at the actual image, it's hard to tell because of the lighting. It's pink with white stripes is what it kind of looks like. So see, I was not losing my mind. This is what I think like the OG angel looked like in the pilot episode, and at the top it's that like white cream color. So I'm not crazy. However, I just feel like it's very necessary though to go off of what's in the TV show, since that's like what's more commonly known, I guess. With this project, I'm going to be using a 5mm crochet hook. In my other cardigan that I'm going to be kind of going off of, I used a 4.5, but I want this one to be a little bit more airy, so therefore I'm going to size up just a little bit. And this is the cardigan in question. It's not exactly like how I want to go about it, but whenever I'm measuring my panels, I'm going to put them up against here. It's almost 7 in the morning, and the only reason that I'm up at this hour, because if you'll look, it's August 22nd, which means it's fall pumpkin spice drink day. The drinks are back at Starbucks, and so I got this, and I know I'm going to be awake for a very long time. I did not sleep. I stayed up all night and was so eager and excited for this. I've been waiting all year for them to come back. I mean, the sugar and everything else that is in this drink that I have not had in my body for like a whole year, I'm gonna be up for a while, even though I have not slept. I haven't had Starbucks since the fall drinks came out last year, and I had free money in my app because I forgot that I added a bunch of money during fall season last year, and I had some money left over. So technically this drink is free if you think about it. I'm going to start this project. Is that the best thing I should probably be doing right now? Probably not, but it's okay. I'm gonna be doing my best to try to crochet this in 24 hours. Now, I would like to do it in like a 24-hour time period. So right now it is 6:55 a.m. I'm gonna wait till 7 a.m. on the dot. That's when we'll start crocheting. So technically that means I would be done by 7 a.m. tomorrow, August 23rd. Will that happen? I don't know. But I'm also gonna be keeping a timer going, so that way, if we don't have it done by 7 a.m. tomorrow, I will still continue the challenge and do crocheting it for 24 hours. I have 24 hours of continuous crocheting. So there's a safety net if the plan doesn't go exactly right. I look crazy and insane. That's something new on my channel. If you're new, yes it would be, but if you're not new, you know this is nothing new to my channel. So I'm going to start up the timer and we're gonna start crocheting this cardigan. Technically I missed it by 1 minute because I was filming some TikToks with starting up the yarn, and I'm actually only gonna have this timer itself go when I'm actually crocheting. That way we will know how long it took me to make it, and it will still technically be in a 24-hour time period. So because the fact that this all appears pink and I only have the 2 skeins, I think what I'm gonna do is just cut it off right here. Since it is a cardigan, it's not gonna be like a normal t-shirt length.
and I'm gonna have ribbing as well. So I'm actually gonna start with the white,
mostly just so I will actually have enough of this yarn. So here's where a little bit of math has to come into play, because the back panel is where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna work the back panel, and then I'm going to detach them and make 2 separate front panels while still being connected to the back. I drew up a really bad sketch, but we're going to ignore it. I did a little bit of math. I came up with 112 for the starting chain, because I'm going to start the back panel first and work my way up. So it would be both the front panels put together with that extra little 4 in there. So 54, 54, and 4 makes 112. Even with sizing down to a 4.5 millimeter, those holes are still kind of there. They are less. I mean, you can't really tell if it was at a distance. You wouldn't be able to see them. I don't know, maybe I should just size back down to the 4.5. I finished 1 row of it. I'm not sure how many lengths we're gonna do for each stripe just yet, but 1 row took 14 minutes. That is including the actual row itself and the chain, plus me going and making this drawing type thing. A little bit of that was put in there as well, but still 14 minutes. And somehow, even though I only put 14 minutes on the actual timer, it's already been 38 minutes since we started. So here is what about an hour of actively crocheting has got me. I'm gonna do 5 rows for each stripe. So a little bit of a quick update. Looks like I got a lot done. I've been crocheting for a little over 3.5 hours. However, there are 2 problems that I've run into. One, this is way too big. I should not have added any stitches, because I forgot that that was with half double crochet and this is double crochet, so it stretches out more. This is like the size of my lap, so we might have to take this apart and start over. I really don't want to have to do that though. I'm gonna keep going. If I have to frog this, yes, I am gonna be a little upset, but I would rather frog it and love it than not. And then also, since I kind of messed up with starting at 7 a.m, I could restart the challenge and it'll be okay, but I will still keep this in the video because I want you guys to know the real process of making this. This is it kind of from a distance. I've been working on it for 4 hours and 16 minutes, but the real time is 5:15. I'm indifferent about it right now. The only problem is this is not very long, so I'm really thinking about doing the pink row down here that I didn't want to really do. I just don't like how it lays on me. I've made the decision that I'm gonna start over. I don't really want to, because we've already done 4 hours of work on this, but if I remake it, I know I'm gonna like it a lot more. I'm actually gonna wear it, and that is the whole point of me making crochet things, is I want to actually use them. I want to love them, and I know that if I keep going like this, I'm not going to love it as much as I could. Since I'm going to completely frog this and restart it, I'm gonna restart the challenge. I'm just going to take the rest of the day because I don't even have that long till I have to go get ready for work anyways. I'm gonna keep it in the video though, because I think it's realistic and it's important to show that not every project you do is going to go exactly how you want it to. Obviously, if I wasn't doing a video and if I wasn't doing like a time related thing, taking this apart, I could start it right now, no problem. But I like to challenge myself and I want to do this the right way. I kind of started it off not in the best way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reevaluate. I'm going to actually construct a math plan, which I don't do very often, but I want to make sure that I like the way that this is, and I will come back to you either in a day or so. I'm not really sure how long it's gonna be. Okay, now it's been over 2 weeks since that was filmed, but now let's jump back to the present time for attempt 2. Alright, you guys, it is much later since we have spoken. It is now September 9th. Here's what our panel was looking like. I have went through on my sketch a little bit. I am gonna add pink instead of doing 112 chains, because that was the size of a blanket. That is just way too big even for an oversized look for me. So I'm going down to 90 chains on that one, plus we'll have one for turning. I'm going to stick with 5 millimeters for the chain and 4.5 for the rest of it, because I want the gauge to be the same. I use this gauge to base my measurements,
so I'm just going to keep it the same. Then for the rows on the actual cardigan, I only did 5 at first, and then this one up here, I have it folded right now because I was working with it, but the top one was going to be 8. What I'm going to do, instead of doing 5 rows for each stripe, I'm going to do 7, but at the top up here at this one, I'm going to do 8. That's going to give me roughly about 29 to 30 inches, I've estimated, lengthwise, which will be perfect with enough for me to add some ribbing to have the length I want. It is about to be 1 p.m. so we are going to get started right at 1 p.m. I don't know if the rules are still going to apply that I want to finish it in 24 hours, so like this time tomorrow at 1 p.m. I should be done. We might try that, but I am going to run the timer and just see how long it takes me to actually complete the cardigan and see if I can do that in 24 hours. Because I just want to enjoy this, honestly. Time has passed. I have different hair now. I'm blonde, basically. There is some pink still kind of sprouted in it, just a tiny bit, because it did not want to go away. I'm also extremely tired, so if I look like a mess, that's why. Was this the best time, again, to probably be starting this challenge? Probably not, but I am prepared this time. I know exactly what rows I'm doing, how much, the length, and everything, so we'll be a little more prepared this time. I also have no idea how much footage you guys saw from the beginning of this video because it's going to be filmed a little differently. I'm going to try to cut down on a lot of it, but I do know that this panel took a decent amount of time. It took like my whole day, so I'm hoping by taking off those like extra like 30 chains, those extra 30 stitches every single row is going to save yarn and save me some time. So it's about to be 1 p.m. so let's go ahead and get started. I also just want to quickly throw in here that I am going to be stopping the timer when I'm not crocheting. So if I'm changing music, if I'm changing a YouTube video, if I'm going to the bathroom, if I'm eating, if I'm doing something that does not involve me sitting here with a hook in my hands crocheting, the timer will be stopped. So we will see time like in real time versus the time on the stopwatch. All right, it just hit 1 p.m. We're gonna start the timer and let's get started crocheting. Took basically 10 minutes just to do the chain and 1 row, but always doing the first row you have to work into the chain, so it goes by a little bit slower. It is now already 118, 119. It just changed to 119 because I just got an order. Girl custom bundled the little like drawstring strawberry bag that I made, and then I sold one of the little keychains that I made. I made 2 of them of each color, so in case one sold really quickly. I had to like sit there for a second because every time like somebody likes something or follows me, I get really excited already, and then when somebody buys something, I'm like dying. Yeah, not the point of this video at all whatsoever. But I do have a Depop shop if you guys want to go check it out. But I'm so excited. I have to go package that up later. Here's a quick little 1 hour time update. So far I have 1 pink stripe done and then a little bit of the white done as well. It's really coming through a lot better as well. I'm still working on using the yarn from this one, obviously. But this one is a lot smaller. This one was almost like about the size of my bed, probably about a little bit more than half of the bed. This one is way more better. It's still going to be oversized, but it's not going to be like huge. Not much to update other than that. I'm not going to do every single hour as a time update, but I just wanted to show the first hour of work. It's only been about 25 minutes of crocheting. It is 3:06 right now. Just finished the second row, which is the first one of the white. I am going to have some food really quick, take a little break, watch some YouTube, and then we will get back to it. Time for a quick update. I've had a lot of progress that's gotten done. I'm almost done with the panel. It is 3 hours and 21 minutes of actual crocheting, but the time is 5:37 right now, and I'm going to take a break because I need to pack the order that just came in so I can get it shipped out. My boyfriend will be home any minute, so when he gets home we can go drop it off. Here's the current space, which I'm keeping all of the stuff that I made that's on my shop right now. We've got this little bag. It looks a lot cuter in the pictures because right now there's nothing in it. It's just sitting here. And then this little charm that I actually made in my last video sold as well. So I'm going to package these up, go drop them off, and probably take a little break, and then we will get back to crocheting. Just got back. It is now, what is it, 7:22. We have 3 hours 38 minutes on the timer. I got a little snack and I also got a slushie, so I'm gonna have this really quick and then we will continue working on the cardigan. The back panel is done and I'm now working on the front. I have 5 hours and 20 minutes on the timer, but it is already 9:40 at night. So I don't know how much else I'm gonna film tonight because my boyfriend's gonna want to go to bed soon. I'm probably just gonna have like a little montage of me doing it and I will give you guys an update in the morning. I did some math so that way I can have even sides and then have some room for my head. I basically just started and went over to the 40 stitches and now I'm just going back and forth. I'll make one panel and then I'll come over here and I'll make the other panel so that way I don't have to sew them together. I also did change this up just a little bit. I didn't want to use all of my pink. This is all I have left of the first skein, and I don't think I have another one besides the second one, so I wanted to try to hopefully just use it up. So instead of doing 8 rows, I actually lengthened it down. I did 6 rows of the pink on that very last row that'll be at the top. I'm gonna go continue working on this and I will update you guys in the morning. It took 9 hours and 55 minutes to do the front and the back panel, so we're basically like 10 hours into actual crocheting time, but I was so tired and mindlessly doing this and my hands were starting to hurt, so I said I'm calling it quits for the night and I'm going to bed, which now we're at 3:11 p.m. the next day. So the 24 hours in actual time frame was a fail, but we only actually crocheted for 10 hours yesterday, so I'm still going to continue to do this and call it 24 hours because I want to get this done in 24 hours. All that's left is the sleeves that I'm going to just crochet right on from here and the cuffs on them and then the ribbing, and I might do a couple little details to it, but we'll see what happens. I also do have work later today, so we will see how much I can get done. I should hopefully definitely be able to get this done before then. And this is all the yarn that I have left. This is the second skein of the white. I barely have used any of it, but this is the second skein of the pink. So I really am gonna have to look and see if I do have more than 2 of those, or we're just gonna have to figure something out because yeah, that's turning into a little bit of a problem. So I started up here at the top, put it on, measured it around a little bit to figure out exactly where I wanted to do the sleeve. Instead of doing kind of how this was, where I'm gonna have to go back in and I'm gonna have to sew up the sides here, I decided to just work in the round because it's pretty seamless anyways. I just slip stitched into the first stitch and then I did a stack double crochet, and that right there is the seam. You guys can see it a little bit right here, but it's pretty much seamless. So I really do like it, and that way I don't have to seam up the sleeve. So then I will just have to seam down on each side. Very simple, very easy. Now we have 11 hours and 14 minutes. It is almost 5 p.m. though. So we're crunching down on some time just a little bit. This is how long the sleeve is gonna be. So it looks a little short, but it's not, I promise you. I put it on and I had the white done again. Like I had a whole nother section and it was extremely too long. Plus I want to do hot pink ribbing cuffs. So there definitely was just too much going on. So I took one of them off and it's basically the perfect length. There's going to be a little bit more added onto it, but it'll look really good. Now I have to finish the other one and then do the ribbing and then we will be all done. Kind of a better look at what I'm talking about. So right here is that, like, this is where your shoulder would be. So then you've got where the sleeve would be. So I literally just started here and did 50 stitches, and now I'm gonna go and fold this in half. So now it's like one big continuous loop, and then I'm just going to go and slip stitch into that top stitch and then do a standing double crochet and then just continue working in the round. happened. I ran out of yarn. I'm on my 5th row and I need 7 in order to be done with it. And well, we ran out. This was in the color, I think I already put what the colors were, but this was in the shade Light Rose. So I was like, I'm either gonna have to buy more yarn or figure something out. But then you can see I found another skein of it. Not only did I find another skein of the colorway that I need, it's also the same exact dye lot. So that's gonna work perfectly. I don't know how I managed to do that. Was a little messed up, but I found it in the bottom of one of my like stashes that I have going on. So I'm very glad that I have this so I can finish this project. Also, while I've been working on this, I've been watching the pilot of Hazbin Hotel that's on YouTube. I love the pilot so much, where it's paused too, where it has Alistair. I love the show. But I'm probably just going to continue watching like the stuff that's on YouTube. So I'm probably just gonna go and start watching Hell of a Boss after this. If you guys have not seen Hazbin Hotel or even know what this cardigan kind of correlates with, you're not gonna understand, and that's okay. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum, but at the same time, I love the show. I'm just probably gonna watch the spinoff. I was planning to watch Hazbin Hotel, like the whole show, while making this, which is not a huge thing. The episodes are like 20 minutes long and there's like 8 of them, and then, you know, another pilot that's like 30 minutes. It didn't really end up happening. It's okay though. I'm going to continue working on this sleeve, and then I will probably come back to you guys when I start the ribbing.
Sleeves are both now done. They're looking really cute. I like them. Now I just have to sew these sides together, and I still don't know about the ribbing and stuff like that. On the cuffs, I'm definitely doing hot pink because I'll show you a picture of what Angel Dust looks like, and he has these like gloves that normally go up on his sleeves, and so I want to help tie that in. And what I wanted to do was do black ribbing to kind of help tie in like the way that his outfit looks, and then do hot pink buttons. However, I don't have hot pink buttons. I only have black buttons, so I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that because I just simply don't know what to do with it.
I never showed you the time, so I'm at 12 hours and 21 minutes right now, but it is almost 7 p.m. And there's something that's actually really funny about this.
Tell me why I thought it was Thursday. It's not Thursday, so I don't have work. I don't know why I thought it was Thursday. My boyfriend got home from work a little bit ago and he's playing his video games, but I'm gonna go make some food. So I'm gonna take a break. There's gonna be like an actual cut in time, but for you guys it's gonna be 2 seconds. I know it looks like I haven't moved yet, but I was in the kitchen making dinner. Well, I was putting pizza in the oven. That's not really making dinner, but I was putting pizza in the oven and I got a notification that we sold some more things. So excited about that. I sold 4 more items. We sold my Reputation tapestry, a 4 set of my moon coasters, my strawberry shortcake inspired little bag that I made in the last video that's like the book sleeve, and then I sold another red and black ruffle heart charm. I actually have to make that ruffle charm because I haven't made it yet. I don't want this video to be fully about my Depop shop because it is about the cardigan, but anytime I get an order, I want to throw it in here and share with you guys, just so I can document it. I think it's really cool that I'm actually doing this. I've wanted to sell my crochet things for a long time now. We've sold to 3 people so far, but I've sold 7 items in total. Very fun. Later on, probably tonight or tomorrow, we will pack that and ship that out. I'm gonna go have dinner, and then we're going to hopefully finish making this cardigan.
I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, it's now the next day. So day 3 of this challenge, I am being humbled by how long it's taking me to finish this cardigan. But today I've been trying to work on making these little charms because I sold them and so I need to make more of them. So that's what today has been. But last night I only sewed up one side. Right here is the inside of it. I just used a 3.75 millimeter hook and I slip stitched it, and it looks really nice actually on the outside. It's very seamless. My camera is being weird with lighting. You can kind of see the pink ever so slightly. I think it looks really, really nice. Like I said, right now I'm working on some things that I need to restock that are in my shop right now because I have orders for them. And then once that is done, then I will work on this. Today will be the last day I work on this cardigan, I swear. I've only been crocheting it for 12 hours and 42 minutes, so we should not be on day 3 of making this. I just really did not feel like the best last night. After I ate, I got really tired and I just didn't want to work on this, and I'm not going to force myself to work on it. So that's why I didn't finish it last night. But right now what I'm going to do, it is, what is it, Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday, September 11th right now. It's 5:17 p.m. already, but the VMAs, they're getting ready to start. So I'm going to watch the red carpet premiere and then I'm going to watch the actual show. Really hoping Taylor is there because obviously, like, why would I not want Taylor to be there? I'm going to finish working on this really quick and then probably my boyfriend's gonna be home soon, so after he gets home we're gonna go drop off the package that we need to drop off at the mailbox, and then we will continue working on the cardigan while I watch the VMAs. So here is everything that sold. I think I already talked about it, but the book sleeve, a charm that I literally just finished making, 4 of the little moon coasters, and then my rep little tapestry thing. So I'm gonna package these up, take them to the post office, and then we're gonna come back and finish this cardigan. All right, so I look a little crazy. We just went and dropped off the package. I was gonna film, but I was watching the VMAs on my phone because there's just been a lot of crazy chaos going on. But now I'm going to work on the cardigan and I am going to get this done tonight. Even though time update wise, it is 7:50 p.m. right now. We will get it done tonight. Both of the sides are now sewn together and I honestly don't know if I want to use this shade or not. This was the shade I was going to use for the cuffs and it's just very like crazy colored. The VMAs are playing right now. That's in the background. I'm trying to talk over all of the stuff that's going on, but I think I'm just going to continue to use it and it'll be okay. Not a lot has been getting done. It is now 8:52 p.m. I have not gotten very much done at all. It's because I'm very distracted because of everything going on with Taylor and the VMAs. She changed outfits and now she's nowhere to be found, and Taylor Nation posted about a cleaning cart, which is leading me to believe that she's gonna perform, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Regardless of how long this takes while the VMAs are going on, I will stay up and I will get this cardigan done tonight, but I just have to throw in that there's a lot going on with this whole VMAs thing because I'm watching it live on the TV, plus watching Tess's live stream and looking at stuff on Twitter. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm like so excited and I'm loving every bit of it. I'm gonna do a little montage of me making this cardigan and we're gonna get it finished. We did it. I am finally done making this cardigan. We're going to ignore the fact that I'm wearing the same shirt as I did in the beginning of this video. I like the shirt. It's the next day though. So yeah, we're gonna go over really quick the cardigan. I love how it came out. I wasn't so sure about the hot pink, but I do really like it. All in all, it took 14 hours and 57 minutes to make, so just shy of 15 hours. So it should not have taken 3 days, but it did. I honestly can't even tell you why. I've just been very humbled by this experience that it took a lot of time. I probably could have got it done faster, but I just really wanted to enjoy the process and I wasn't gonna force myself to do it, but I still did do it in under 24 hours technically. I didn't end up putting buttons on it. I am going to eventually buy buttons for it at a later date, but I do love it just as it is. These were the only buttons that I had and they are very, very tiny. That's going to conclude this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, that you will consider subscribing to my channel for more crochet related content in the future. Giving this video a like also lets me know that you guys enjoy this type of content, and leave me a comment down below what you were crocheting while you were watching this video, or just any type of crochet related content you want to see from me in the future, some video ideas, whatever you would like to comment. And yeah, that being said, I will see you guys all in my next video.